Hey everybody, Drew here from Pella Cars, super excited to bring you guys this absolutely beautiful 2010 Toyota Prius all the way from Alexandria, Virginia. This is the loaded model with heated leather seats and a bunch of other goodies, navigation, backup camera, smart key, all of it, and it is in remarkable condition. This vehicle was extremely well taken care of. It had one owner that only had it for about a year and put a decent amount of miles on it, something like 30,000 miles, and then the second owner brought it to where it is today with only 85,587 miles on it, and it has absolutely tons and tons of maintenance records, which of course we could send you if you'd like. It also has tons of evidence all over it physically as it stands here that it was extremely well taken care of, and I will show you in this video all of that as well as the cosmetic flaws it has. It definitely has a couple scrapes and bumps on like the bumpers, so make sure to watch the whole video so you can see all of those. We ship a lot of cars. Probably about 45% of our cars are purchased online and shipped, or purchased online and people don't see them till they come in to pick them up. So we want to make sure there's absolutely no surprises. And of course, we'd love to meet you in person and have you test drive it. So, again, this eliminates all those little nasty surprises, which is why we show them in the video. So up front, this is probably the worst of it. There's a good scuff here. So this is by design kind of a sharp line in the bumper, and it kind of sticks out and goes that way, and they rubbed it pretty good against something, and this can of course be touched up, but it would be no less noticeable, just perhaps a little bit more the same color. But so it's got that with a little scuff underneath there, and I wonder, this is very light scuff here, and a little scuff along the bottom, and a scuff here. It's unfortunate. They took obsessive care of the car mechanically. It just would appear that they unfortunately used the front bumper to let them know when they were close to something, which is not what it's designed for. But a little scuff on the mirror here. By the way, here's one evidence that it was well taken care of. You can get this size tire. This tire was used on Corolla, Prius, a bunch of other cars. You can get a tire in this size for like $40. Yokohama are, on a scale from cheap to Michelin, they're in the upper third. These are very good tires. They've got, I'd say, about 60% of their tread left. If that's a deal breaker, don't pass on the car because of it. Reach out and we could work through a prorated replacement. They've got more than enough, for a 2010 model to be marketed the way it is. But again, if they're not enough for you, reach out and we will work through it in a fair way. There is a ding right there, which I'm sure you could see in the reflection of my hand. Not much here. There's this little they put this like really soft, almost, I hate to use the word gooey, it's a paint protection film, and it's in high risk areas for stone chips, and it did its job as something scratched it, and you can see that there. Some people heat these up with a hairdryer and peel them off. Toyota put them there for a reason, so we leave them, but it does have that little tear in it. There was a scuff that was kind of buffed off of the back bumper here, and there are like a couple little dings. They're hard to see, but right there, a couple little dings in the back bumper, little scratches. This will actually come off. That's paint transfer for something else, or from something else, I should say. Relatively clean back bumper, but except for that. Underneath, there's some pictures as well. Absolutely remarkable. So about half the car's records are in Alexandria, Virginia, maybe a little bit more than half, and the rest are in Washington, D.C. That area gets, I think maybe 14 inches, not quite, maybe I'm failing to remember. I think between 6 and 14 inches of snow. We get a wonderful 120 inches of snow. So this car just has not been exposed to, in its entire life, the equivalent of like one Rochester winter, which is why it's so clean underneath. These last forever if you take care of them, but they don't last forever if they rust out. So a good rust-free one like this is a great start toward forever. Good scuff on these are plastic on this car. Some people might see that and worry, oh no, that's going to rust. Toyota actually made these out of plastic on these cars. These cars will, by all means, the metal part of it. This is metal, this is metal. The hood is metal, but aluminum. Tailgate's aluminum, and then various types of plastics. This is made out of the same polyurethane as bumpers, so don't worry about that rusting. And these don't rust out as fast as some brands. Toyota was still using pretty good steel in this era. So it's got, again, leather seats. The 2010 and 11 models, that is cowhide. That's not the vegan leather they upgraded to in the facelifted years. The carpet's perfect. It's just kind of hard to tell because it's underneath that plastic thing, which has typical yuckiness from our winter. Door skins are all in wonderful condition. Passenger seat. The heated leather is awesome. Steering wheel's leather as well. Back seat's in perfect condition. Headliner's great with just a little scuff right there. Little scuff right there. Not sure why Toyota chose such a light color. It looks great. It's just a little bit impractical. By the way, this car has smart key. Part of the package that it is, I believe it's a 4. It's beeping right now because I accidentally hit the lock button. It has a key where you just touch the handle here and it unlocks. And then you would press those little lines right there to lock it. Touch them with your finger. It's like a touch screen, but not. And then if you push this button, it opens the trunk and unlocks it if it is locked. And then that little nubby right there locks it. Same thing with there. You don't get those on the back door until you get about halfway through the Lexus line. But it's got wonderful floor mats there ready to go. Not perfect, but pretty darn good. And this privacy barrier here latches in there. Try to get you another shot. There are some photos. Usually we focus on, video showing the undercarriage, but I've been trying to get more and more shots for photos because, believe it or not everybody watches these videos, but they certainly do a good job of eliminating surprises for people that come in and test drive. So of course, if you're watching it, then we know you're watching it. But perfect over here as well. There is this is a little bit loose right here, which is super common on these. I don't know if it's like the leather shrinks or what. Super common on the 10s and 11s. Again, perfect carpet. Says dealer must remove. That's me. So we'll make sure to get that off before you pick it up. Again, all in wonderful condition. About 60% tread left all the way around. The fact that it is evenly worn is just more proof that they took care of it. Rotated the tires. As a general rule, people that spend that kind of money on tires spend this kind of money on maintenance. They just don't neglect or abuse their cars. They treat it like, like property that they're I don't want to say proud of, but they're responsible with their things. And this just shows everywhere that these people were responsible and took care of their car. They just unfortunately bumped into stuff with the bumpers. So right here, if you're not familiar with these cars, they're very comfortable. Absolutely wonderful. Wonderful to drive. We've had customers well over 6 feet tall that found these to be comfortable. They have a height adjustable seat. This is where we kind of get into a little bit of review information, if you will. I actually personally had to get to Georgia and back in 38 hours once, and I took one of these, and it was wonderful. I was going faster than I'm proud to say, and it still averaged over 40 miles to the gallon. Driving it, not across the country and back in 38 hours, they should get well over 50. So it's got GPS, which is tragically outdated, and I would suggest you don't use it because it has no way to update unless you do so manually by putting a new disc in it. So when roads change, as they do over decades, this can mislead you. So just know that. The backup camera is huge and awesome. It's got Bluetooth. I don't believe streaming audio. Let's see here. Yes, it does have Bluetooth streaming audio, which is awesome. Definitely Bluetooth calling. Nice hot heat. Air conditioning's kind of impossible to check this kind of year, but the defroster works, which means the air conditioning does. So I'm going to take you for a ride. These cars, why they got the reputation of being like slow, I have no clue. Perhaps it's the way that people drive them to try to save gas, but they are by no means slow. They get up to speed. I mean, obviously you're not going to take this instead of a Shelby Mustang, but as you see here, I mean, we're picking up speed. Let me see, zoom in for you. Just quickly, comfortably getting up to highway speed. I take my hand, let me see, straighten up for you here. We're going 57 miles per hour. Hand is off the wheel, as you see, other than following the ground in the road. The car drives perfectly straight. Going to get on the brakes really hard. Myself through the windshield here. That would mess up your video experience. Stops perfectly straight as well, with no shakes, shimmies, or drama of any kind. Just an absolutely wonderful example of an absolutely wonderful car. The lack of shifting gears, and it's important to note these aren't CVT. like a Nissan, which uses conical pulleys and a steel belt to work similar to a snowmobile. This is in fact 2 electric motors and a planetary gear system instead of a transmission, with a roughly 300-volt battery in the trunk about the size of a box that like cowboy boots would come in. So it's as easy to own as a regular car, no charging it, you just put gas in it and drive it. But it has the feel of an electric car, which is much more of a peaceful, for lack of a better term, way to go down the road than, you know, something that shifts through gears and, you know, runs even at stoplights. This is just wonderful. We go up to 40, I think 8 miles per hour with the engine off. Again, here we are, 63 miles per hour, hands off the wheel, and really hard on the brakes. Don't want to go to the point of setting off anti-lock brakes, but there you go. So a perfect running, driving, steering, stopping. It even smells good. Prius, if you would like more information, feel free to reach out through the website or just give me a call. It's www.pellacars.com or 585-771-0111. My name is Drew, and if you want to buy this car and have it shipped directly to your door, we do that a lot, and we're more than willing to do it for you. Just reach out again, www.pellacars.com, 585-771-0111. We would love to meet you in person. And as snowy and icy as it is around here, that little road that we just took back and forth is great for test drives. It's town maintained and they salt it very well. So you're more than welcome to come and take a drive. And we look forward to meeting you in person. And by the way, if this video at any point, if it was just helpful for your car shopping or entertaining in any way, it helps our business quite a bit if you give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like it, just subscribe to the channel. The only thing this channel is used for is walk around video test drives and reviews like this one. So by all means, you are welcome to subscribe if you would like. So thank you so much for your time and hope to meet you soon. Bye-bye.